Welcome to another edition of Park Talk Podcast, the official podcast of the Naperville Park District, where you can engage your senses. Hello, I'm Samara Luthman. In the studio today, I'm pleased to welcome three very knowledgeable guests when it comes to our parks and golf operations. We have Kevin Finnegan, Director of Parks, Kevin Carlson, Superintendent of Golf, and Carl Gorra, our Parks Operations Manager. Welcome, gentlemen, and thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The goal for this segment today is to give our listeners an understanding regarding the Park District's scope, philosophy, and practices when it comes to our parks and open space, in addition to highlighting some key aspects about the district's golf operations. Kevin Finnegan, I'm going to start with you, our Director of Parks. Parkland is a key component of what the Park District offers, and it's an integral part of the core business as a recreation provider. Can you give us an overview of what the district's size and scope is with regard to parkland?
Oh, sure. The Naperville Park District has over 2,400 acres that covers 137 parks and two 18-hole golf courses. And within that land, we have 67 plus playgrounds, over 70 miles of trails.
That's amazing when you put it in those terms and put the data behind it. Why is it that parkland is so important to a community like Naperville?
Open space and recreational opportunities are important to every community. Within Naperville, we have over 100 plus athletic fields and just many other opportunities for our residents to enjoy the outdoors.
And I know that residents in Naperville are very active and they enjoy our parks and open space and all the things that the Park District has to offer. Carl, I'm going to throw it to you. In 2017, the district embarked upon an initiative to address the use of organic and natural products in its park maintenance. However, I understand that using those products was not a new thing for the district. Can you talk a little bit about the evolution of the initiative and how the district got to that decision last fall?
Well, I think, that's been a process, an evolving process for years. We started probably around 2004, experimenting with some organic fertilizers. I think every year the Parks Department looks to do a little bit better in regards to providing still quality fields and good-looking parks, but also doing it in a more environmentally responsible way. So, we started in 2004, and every year we've changed and adapted just a little bit based upon what we learned the year before. It's kind of come maybe more into the limelight just lately because thankfully, there's been some concerned people that came to us and said, we'd like to see more of this. And I don't think they were entirely aware of what we did at that point. But it's an ongoing thing. We get better at it every year, and we're going to keep going on it.
So I understand that Knock Park was really that first location that the district started using natural products. And in 2018, that's going to expand to more locations. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, we've used Knock Park as like the test platform for years. And, the reason for that is it's right outside our office windows. We can see what's happening. Are the things that we're trying to implement actually helping? So we have a good view of it all the time. It has worked. We've had some good success. And based upon resident input, we are now expanding that to 8 more parks throughout the district. So it's going to be an exciting year.
Definitely. And a way for us to educate residents, too, about what we're doing, all the good things that we're doing in the parks. Kevin, I'm going to throw it to you now, Kevin Carlson. Maintenance practices also, I know, are important with regard to golf and the success of golf. What kinds of environmental initiatives are you seeing in the industry and that you've been maybe able to apply at Springbrook and Naperbrook?
Well, golf overall as an industry is very aware of, adopting sustainable environmental practices. Those not only show to benefit the environment, but they also benefit the bottom line. A good example is the use of water. At the golf courses, for several years, our golf courses have been looking for more efficient ways to use our water. Irrigation heads have been evolving and improving over the years, and we've been looking at newer technologies that use water more efficiently. Obviously, that is a benefit for water conservation, but it also helps benefit the bottom line because we're using less water, we're using less electricity to pump the water, and less wear and tear on our pumping systems.
Great. And you talk about the bottom line. Obviously, it's important in an operation, especially like golf. part of that is making sure that the facilities remain relevant.
Mhm.
And I know that, it's no secret that the golf industry has experienced kind of a rocky road in the last 10 years. And I know that Springbrook and Naperville have done some really positive things. Can you talk a little bit more specifically about what you guys have done to keep the golf courses relevant and keep people coming back?
Well, one of our main goals is to grow the game of golf. And, the Naperville Park District golf courses are always looking for ways to grow the game of golf and looking at opportunities to bring new people into the game. One of the newest renovations we've had is our practice facility at Springbrook Golf Course. This is a great, opportunity for people to come out, no pressure. They can use the practice facility at little or no cost, chip, putt, take advantage of large areas to try different parts of their game, learn their game, and obviously practice. Also, we have a very, very robust PGA professional staff that has a wide variety of programs that can help, people learn the game, get introduced to the game, and expand, and learn to practice a little bit better, or, provide better opportunities for them to learn. Our Brooks at Golf Academy programs help, even the most seasoned players shave a few strokes off their game and, get more out of the game of golf. So I think it's a great way for people to kind of learn a bit more about golf and to kind of get introduced to the game.
Absolutely. And you guys over at Springbrook and Naperville, you seem to have a lot of passion for the game and really a lot of enthusiasm. Along those lines, I want to throw it back to you, Carl, for a second. Just with you working with the natural products in the parks and, working on the testing at Knock Park specifically, you seem to have a lot of passion for parks. So where does that passion come from?
Well, this is the only business I've ever been in. Been working in this field for some 32 odd years now. I've never done anything but the green industry, and really consider myself fortunate to be able to say that. Where did I get into that? It started probably that my grandparents on one side were farmers, and
Okay.
they wanted us to, as kids, understand how the world works in regards to farming, and how you take care of you're a steward of the land that you've been given. So part of that came from them. And then it's just a matter of interest. I got into forestry and realized how much I enjoyed that. And there's really not any part of this business that I haven't enjoyed in one way or another, having worked at various places in various positions. So, I consider myself very fortunate. It's a career you could keep learning in. It's a career you can do a lot of good, and you can impact a lot of people if you do it right.
Absolutely. That's great. And that's really what the Park District's all about. Kevin Finnegan, I'm going to throw you one last question here. So what's in the plan for the future of the Naperville parks and golf courses, since you oversee both operations?
Well, right now, regarding golf, and in fact, we're working on a in-depth strategic master plan on outlining and improving the maintenance aspects of both courses. And as far as the actual parks are going, we're on our 2-year plan now with the Sustainable Park Initiative, hoping that will be successful, possibly looking to expand that. And also now we're working on an expansive plan, on a 10-year plan, and how we maintain our natural areas and prairies.
That's great. Certainly a lot in the cards for 2018 with regard to our parks and golf, some of our most visible facilities across the Park District. So I'd like to thank our guests today, both Kevin's and Carl, of course, and I appreciate your time and conversation. Thanks also to our listeners for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to submit your comments, suggestions, and questions for our mailbag segment through our website at napervilleparks.org/podcasts. Additional information on Naperville Park District programs and services can be found at napervilleparks.org. The Naperville Park District's mission is to provide recreation and park experiences that promote healthy lives, healthy minds, and a healthy community. Park Talk Podcast is a production of the Naperville Park District.